Because there are so many different things that you could do. Your decorating skills, your creativity, your styling, like there's so many things and it's so easy. I'm serious, and it could be done from your home
Yeah.
with a baby.
Right.
Yeah, it's too many things that you could do virtually and just knock it on out the park. And that's why I wanted to talk to you, like possibly to bring it out, to be like, why don't we go and
No, but
just brand
sometimes
this?
fear keeps us from doing that. You know
Most
what I'm
of the
saying?
time it does.
Oh, yeah. It's just like,
or
well, I
I'm
don't know.
doing enough, or I don't know, and
Right.
nobody don't want me, and
Exactly.
they already
They
have.
gonna think
And
right.
No,
So
we don't have
I'm
time.
holding back a little bit.
You holding back a whole lot.
I thought I had to chase who I was meant to be, but the more I grow, the more I see it's not about a role, a race, or a prize to claim. It's finding peace in my own name, just me becoming serene.
Hello, beautiful. I am Ruth Devanay Southall, and welcome to another episode of Becoming Serene. I'm so glad you've joined us, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, and share. Hey, have somebody join the party with you. Please tell them, hey, I just listened to Becoming Serene. It was amazing. Well, you don't know that yet, do you? Anyway, this podcast was created just for you, those who are on an entrepreneurial journey and just want to embrace peace as you pursue your purpose. As a matter of fact, on today's episode of Becoming Serene, we're sitting down with a woman whose life reflects strength, creativity, and confidence, shaped by faith and family. She's someone who knows what it means to pause, to shift, and to evolve. Someone who spent years as a professional background vocalist, carrying harmonies with grace, and later stepped into a new season to pour into her home and her children with the same excellence she brought to every stage. Her life is marked by music, motherhood, and a deep desire to walk closely with God, even when the path calls for patience. She's warm, intuitive, gifted, and stepping into a season where her voice, her creativity, and her confidence are being reclaimed in a fresh way. She is also the wife of world-renowned musician and producer Rodney L. East, and the mother of 3 beautiful daughters, River, Rylan, and Ryder. And guess what? One more little blessing on the way. Today, we welcome a woman who carries humility, depth, and brilliance into every space she enters. The one and only Requitta D. Woo woo!
Thank you for having me, Ruthie.
Oh, honey. It is my pleasure. It's my pleasure. So we're going to dive right in because people don't normally see you on this side, like of a microphone or whatever, and having a conversation. They are used to, you accompanying your husband to different events and everything and letting him shine. That's what we do, especially, when they're out in the forefront and everything. But little do they know, like, girl, you have a whole life. You have a whole everything. And everyone also knows that behind every successful man, it has to be a woman with a strong backbone that supports and
Absolutely.
drives all that. So where did you even get your start? Because that's what I want to know. And by start, I mean just when did you actually tap into, baby, look, no, this is how to make something better. This is how we stretch.
My dad.
Yeah.
My dad is, I call him my favorite person in the world. My dad is my favorite person in the world, and he required so much of us. He used to tell us when we were little, adapt, improvise, and overcome, because failure is not an option. And that rings in my ear to
That's
this day
excellent.
at 40 years old.
That's
so
excellent.
I just know how to make something happen.
Most definitely. So when it comes to, okay, so let's go back about 12 years ago.
Okay.
Is when you all got married. So
12 or 13?
12
yeah,
or 13?
Yeah, about
Yeah.
12, because River's 11 now. Yes,
okay, because I just remember that when Travell was designing the website and talking to you all about, creating even the crest and everything for your wedding, you were like on it. And I said, this Girl, she is sharp.
I love being in the background of things and then like looking at what I've helped create like on a bigger stage. I don't
Right.
need the platform and the spotlight. I love
Yes.
being behind the scenes because I think that's where the real brains are.
Right, and it's necessary.
Yeah.
Like it really is. And being married to a creative, like I am too, so I understand. But a lot of times people don't understand that they'll have some, grand idea and everything, and you like, okay, so when are we going to execute?
Right. And what are
is
the
this gonna-
steps needed to
Yes.
get there? Because like you just can't wake up and be like, okay, and you have to put work into having
Girl,
something
yes.
manifest as something tangible.
Most definitely. So let's start there at the beginning of, because we had background conversation. Y'all already know. I tell you all this all the time. Ruth feeds her guests, and then we have great conversation.
Yes.
So Requitta actually desired to be an attorney, like still does.
Yeah, I
Yes.
did want to go to law school just as recently as 2020. I was studying for the LSAT, and then the pandemic happened, and I got pregnant. So there's that.
But that does not mean
No, it
denial.
doesn't mean,
That
because I
doesn't
still
mean
toy
she's not
around with
going.
the idea of going to law school. So.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
But as life happens, hey, it takes us down different roads, especially
Yes.
when it comes to motherhood.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's like now we're going to pour into our children, and it's a season of mothering. Not to say we can't do other things, but how have you actually used that same creativity and brilliance and everything and put it into your children as well as what your husband does? Because baby, you're basically the whole helm of everything going on for all of them.
So right now, because my children are so young, I'm really using all of my efforts to pour into them. When I was growing up, my parents didn't let us go everywhere. We didn't spend the night. We didn't have babysitters. Like, my parents were always there. So because my husband travels, I am the default parent. So there's a lot of things that I can't do because I'm making sure that I'm mothering first. That's my first priority. And so now they're getting a little older. They want to do choir and volleyball and track. So that's the mom I am now. Whatever they want to do, I'm driving to practices and buying uniforms and those types of things.
Girl, most definitely.
Yeah.
So going back to when you said that your dad instilled so much in you all to be excellent in everything that you do. So when you married and, Rodney was, and not just a musician, like we already know, he's the MD for many people, but on top of that, you did have a career. You were working. It's not as if you're like, okay, now what are we doing
I
here?
had been in healthcare for about 10 years, I think, when I got married to Rodney, and it just so happened in September of 2015, my company relocated to Michigan. He went on tour with R. Kelly, and I was pregnant with my second child. So
Wow.
going back to work kind of was not an option at that point, and we've been living like that ever since.
Oh, yes.
So-
So then you became basically, on top of everything, the house manager.
Yes.
Because now you have to also manage when he's going to be home and
Yes.
when he's
I
gonna...
manage Rodney's whole entire schedule. and
Yes.
it's a little different from him just saying, oh, let me think when I got a date. No, I have spreadsheets. They're color coded for if he's out with Yolanda or the Isleys or
Yes.
whoever. And
Right,
I
Marvin.
have schedules and contracts
Yep.
and all types of things.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, let's go back to the pandemic, because this is when it gets juicy.
The pandemic.
Yes.
2020.
This is when it gets juicy, ladies and gentlemen. This woman said, no. I don't care who's not having a concert or who's doing anything. Baby, you are still gifted. You are still the Rodney
Yeah.
L.E.'s. And we going to make sure you do what it do, like what you were born to do.
So yeah, during the pandemic, I mean, churches shut down.
Yes,
So there was like
yes.
literally nowhere to play. And so
Right.
I was like, Rodney,
No, you
maybe
can't go to
should
somebody's house and just be
No,
behind them
and
while
then
they
hold
preaching.
your hand out, right?
You didn't say that.
So,
Hold your hand.
I told Rodney, I was like, well, maybe you should give lessons online. And if Rodney was not taught to play. He was gifted to play. He woke up one
Right.
day and could just do it.
Right.
And so it's harder for those people to teach. My dad plays
Yes.
piano.
Yes.
Couldn't teach any
Really?
of us because nobody taught him. He
Right.
just knew how to do it.
Oh, yes.
And so I encouraged Rodney to give lessons online. So we put up something online, and like his first few students were from Africa.
Wow, that's amazing.
They signed up all the way from Africa, and he was just doing
amazing.
30, 45-minute lessons. And Rodney made so much money during the pandemic.
Wow.
I really do thank God for the insight
amen.
that he gave us to like,
Oh,
we made a
yes.
lot of money during the pandemic.
Oh, yes. But we even talked about the importance of just content creation and managing and marketing and everything. Like, we know that a lot of times people don't mind just doing what they do for the sheer joy of doing it. It's like, okay, turn that camera on and press record. Like,
right. We
this
all,
is
I think we all
content.
had to pivot during
Yes.
2020 or either get left behind.
Most
somebody
definitely.
growing up in church, you're doing it all your life. It's easy. You're gifted to do it. It's fun. So you tend to just kind of give that gift away. But like I told Rodney, my truck note is $1,000.
Right. Let's make this happen.
We got to make this do what it
Girl,
do. And, you know,
yeah.
he's very good about taking my advice. So that's what I will say.
You being so nice on camera.
I am. Yeah, no, he listens to
Lord.
me now. He
Right.
values my opinion, and I
Amen.
appreciate that.
Yes,
So.
because your track record, now you have a track record. He's like, oh, she
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even with the whole branding of him and I, how I'm pretty sure you're like, all right, put that on your head. You put it on the hat, you put it on the jacket, because you have to wear it. You got to
Right, you are your brand. You're the walking billboard.
Most
And that was my dad,
definitely.
too, because my dad does T-shirts and graphic
See?
design. So they put their heads together, put it on a T-shirt, and it was a thing. So
Wow.
And now he has an album out. So the second one is coming soon.
What?
Yeah, so I've been putting fire under him so he can hurry up
See?
and get to recording the second album.
Most
Some of it is
definitely.
already done, and
That is so awesome.
it's gonna be good. We're waiting on the right time.
Oh,
It's crazy because the
I
first
love
single,
it.
it has to happen at the right time.
Come on.
If we move too soon, it ain't
Come
gonna
on.
work. So
Oh.
we are waiting
I
on
have
something
the
to happen.
anticipation. I'm feeling it.
It's gonna be so good,
Girl.
And what's crazy is the way God. I know we going into a different direction,
Still,
but
no, that's the
the
beautiful
song
thing.
was recorded before something major happened.
Oh, my
and it's
God.
like, why would we record that
Just to
before
see?
this? And this song might not go off right now, but
Wow.
if it go off like I need it to go
See?
off, oh my God, it's gonna be so
love
good.
it.
So I'm excited.
Oh my God, I am too. Hello, beautiful. I am so glad that you have decided to watch another episode of Becoming Serene. We cannot do this without you, but I need you to subscribe now. Not just subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share your favorite episode with one of your friends, because we want to grow our community and we cannot do it without you. Thank you so much. And until next time, always stay serene. So we have been touching on all things faith, family, and focus. Basically, of course, your faith is what drives you and actually what keeps you, of course, and your family, period. I mean, your family brought up in a home of let's go, following God's lead, and at the same time, like you said, we are talking about our child rearing stories on top of that, and even now in motherhood yourself. But now your focus, even with another child on the way, where do you see like Requitta, not just the wife, not the mother, but like ideally, as you rear your children now and as your husband's career continues to do what it does, like where do you see you fitting in?
That's so interesting because I think women get married and they kind of lose
Yes,
themselves
yes.
in motherhood and being a wife. So I did want to go to law school, and now I'm trying to think like, okay, and I'm having another baby.
Right.
We're just kind of throwing things off a
Right.
little
You
bit.
have to keep remembering that.
Yeah,
You're like, wait a minute.
So I am trying to figure out how to use the gifts that I have
Amen.
and turn them into, my passion and just something that will
Yes.
work for me.
Yes.
I manage Rodney's career, and I think I do a pretty good job at it. And I've been told, well, maybe you should, kind of
somebody
do.
else.
Yeah. So I'm strongly considering moving into management. So we will see.
Yes, because
Yeah.
I was thinking about that myself, like as you ask me questions and then you started asking my children questions and interviewing them.
I'm
I was like,
interviewing
girl,
the
you
house.
can- I said, okay, girl, I'm not mad at you. I mean, because are so many different things that you could do. Your decorating skills, your creativity, your styling, like there's so many things and it's so easy. I'm serious, and it could be done from your home with a baby.
Right.
Yeah, it's too many things that you could do virtually and just knock it on out the park because your business sense and savvy and everything is off the charts to me.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so serious. I'm like, girl, slap a name of your brand on that and already say what you've been doing for years because you have. And that's why I wanted to talk to you, like possibly to bring it out, to be like, why don't we go and just brand this?
But sometimes fear keeps us from doing that. You know,
most of the time it does.
It's just like,
or I'm doing enough, or I don't know, and nobody don't want me, and they already have.
Right.
No,
so I'm holding back a little bit.
You holding back a whole lot. I was like,
I am, because when you first invited me, I was like, what does Ruthie want to talk to me about? What am I going to do?
Child, I saw it on you.
I'm very shy.
Don't even use the word shy.
My right-handed guy, I'm very shy, and like talking and public speaking, I just be like, I don't even do it. So.
What?
I am.
I'm still like, no, don't ever say that you lying to people. Shy, I've never seen you shy before.
I know. People say that all the time, but I am a little shy.
You may be an introvert, but that doesn't mean shy.
Let's say that, yeah.
Yeah, those are two different things. Yeah, because shy would have told me no. You said yes, and Shy would have avoided.
Sure.
Yeah, I know. I was like, she just coming to eat.
It was so good. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's totally my pleasure. It totally is. But I'm so happy that we had this conversation and we're having it, because I do want you and other people to know that you will have so many gifts and so many talents, and somebody else will see it and be using it. And not that your husband is using you, no, but other people can. Don't do that. Don't make that face. I understand, girl. I feel used to.
But you're right, because I did a proposal for an organization about 2 years ago, and they didn't take any of my advice.
Right.
First of all, we put it into action, and it was working.
Right.
And then it was kind of like shunned, and that kind of threw me for a loop. I was a little offended, a little bit, because it's like I really did that, and y'all didn't do it.
And that is another
and
thing.
That's another thing that kind of made me feel like, well, let me just do something else.
I was like, girl, no, because the fact and the energy and everything that you put into that and to do that was God breathing on
and
that.
I was doing it like wholeheartedly.
Do you know
like I had
how
myself
many
to
different places and people want and need somebody? I had a conversation with a great friend sitting right here. As a matter of fact, she used to be the children's pastor, and now her daughter is straight up amazing at Valley Kingdom. But Cherie Lee did the exact same thing. She went to Apostle and was like, hey, I have this proposal. I'm noticing these are some things that's missing and that and the other, and this is what I want to do. And he said, okay, let's go. Actually, her nickname is Sarge, because she knows how to put stuff in order and then bring the people together to execute her plan. That's not easy. Because I'm someone who will have a great plan, and then I just look at people like, who's getting ready to see this?
Come on, y'all.
I'm just going to tell the truth. I can motivate and I can inspire, and I can tell people we going to get this done.
Okay.
But it takes somebody to say, okay, these are the steps, Ruth. I'm like, okay, now
and I think that's my
that.
strength. Like I can put stuff together like, okay. And that's actually what I have a degree in industrial organizational psychology.
Okay. All right.
So,
right.
And
that degree that we were just talking about, just on the wall.
That I did not pay them people for. God paid it all. Okay.
Yes, he did. We're just waiting for the manifestation.
Thank you, Lord.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but that's what my degree was in. And so when I did it a few years ago, I was like, okay, I'm finally using my degree. And then they was like, yeah, we're okay.
I'm so excited.
No, I am too, because I feel like I'm
a double birthing is about to happen.
I feel like I'm really close to it. And I get people telling me all the time, you should do this, you should do this. So this is my sign to go ahead and move forward with it.
Take this as a huge sign, because I'm going to be on you. I don't have anything else to do but to push and encourage.
You just said you motivate, so I would appreciate it.
You are going to get some. I'm going to say, what did the Lord say the name is? Because I believe in names, and once you see it and then you start. So however he speaks to you, but that's just me. But so Baby,
Okay,
it's
I'm excited.
coming. Oh, yes, girl, yeah, because it will be yet something else that you can call your own. You have 3 babies and another one coming, but this will be your baby too. That could grow up with your child.
Yeah, right. My new baby.
That way we'll know exactly how much your business
Oh,
is.
right.
That would be so amazing. And now it's just literally making it formal because it's already
Right,
been
and I've
happening.
already been
You've
doing it, yeah.
already been doing it, ma'am. But like I said, you have receipts.
Yeah.
Period. You even have a template. There is nothing else needed except for you to just go ahead and take that deep dive
Yep.
and say yes to the creation of it. Because, yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, I was just drawn to have a conversation with you, and I'm just obedient to the draw. I'm obedient to the call. Like Ruth called Requitta. I'm like, okay, God, we're gonna have a conversation. All right. Like, I could have talked to her not on the camera. He's like, no, because sometimes it takes situations like
And
this.
I've seen you a few times since then, since you initially reached out.
Yes, yes. We have, most definitely. So how are you feeling about it?
Good.
Really?
Good,
Because the
yeah.
audience is gonna be like, "Girl, when is the new album and when is the new business to get started?"
We sit on stuff so long for sometimes until we get somebody to light a match under us.
Right.
So I thank you for the match.
Most
but
definitely.
I am.
I
yeah.
like that. I thank you for the match.
Yes.
Period. Good, very good. And again, talking about just go back to family and the children and everything and what you even see in your children. Because see, that's another thing that when we get older, especially as mothers, speaking as a mother, we may think, oh, I always want to do that and I always want to do this, but oh, I have these littles now to pour into and let me see what they are naturally inclined to do and speak life into them. And then we forget that they emulate more than they listen. They're going to follow what you do. So it's so important for us to still walk in our purpose and because my children, they are fortunate enough to say that my parents have never had a job that they didn't enjoy or didn't like. They've never heard us come home from a job and just complain about. And I mean, Travell has always been an entrepreneur with them, and when I taught, it was still part of my calling, and I was always entrepreneurial for the most part of their lives. So they've never heard us murmur and complain about work and saying I hate what I do. So naturally they think, as they should, but I need to do something that I love to do. Like they don't believe thinking that no, I have to work and just work until they like I gotta enjoy it. I'm like, did we mess them up, God? Like I feel
No,
like
you just showed them what it looks like.
pretty much. And it's so important because we are created to actually walk in our purpose as long as it's honoring God. So y'all doing the same thing. So this is just another way of doing it, ma'am, and another way to look at it. Especially with 3 girls that you are,
3 girls. River is a lot like me, but River is 11, and she's like me at this age.
Right, because she's
River,
the oldest girl like you. So.
River is very blunt and straightforward. She, is straight to the point. And I like that about her. But I want her to soften up just a little bit. River's extremely smart. Again, like I was, I never taught River her letters. I never taught her how to read or anything. She just knew.
What?
No. And that's how my parents tell me I was. I skipped first or second grade. I think it was first grade. My mom said it was second. I can't really remember. But River is so intelligent. Like I've never had to teach her anything.
That's amazing. And so what are their personality styles? Like what do you see as their strengths?
Rylan never meets a stranger.
I love
is
that
very
about
friendly.
her.
I think she's going to be my Broadway theater baby. She loves to sing. She's the one, even since she was like 2 and 3 years old, she would come down in the studio with Rodney, and if he's playing something, she picks up the melody, and she'll sing it for the next few days. Like her retention is great. I've tested her pitch. It's great. So she can sing. I'm just trying to get her to be less fearful, which I know she got from me. I'm shy. Like I said, I'm shy. So she always says, I want to be a singer. I want to be on Broadway. And I'm like, girl, go ahead. So I'm trying to get her into something without pushing her.
Yes.
Just kind of ease her into it. So I make her sing in the children's choir now.
Yes. I was like ensemble first and then,
So Ryder is 5. She's just... she's the
riding
boss of
that
the
baby
house.
train.
Yeah. She don't want to get off the baby train either. She keep telling me. That's why I'm nervous about this new baby.
She is boss baby.
Ryder, we call her boss baby.
Yes.
Ryder is the boss of the house.
Oh, wow.
But the big girls tell me, stop telling her she's a baby. That's why she act like that. But I'm like, she is my baby.
Oh, wow.
And I think I treated her like that because she was, again, pandemic,
Yes,
2020.
honey.
I thought that was going to be my last baby, so I really
Right.
held on to her.
Oh,
and then I was
my
like, uh-oh,
goodness.
oops.
Okay.
Here we
Hold
go
on.
again. Right.
Well, thank God she started school.
Yeah,
so she won't feel.
thank the Lord.
Yes.
Yeah, all day school. Yeah,
Yes.
but I want them to do what they want to do. I don't want to force them into anything. I want to
Right.
see how they naturally evolve.
But a lot of times, even at this age or these stages, that is so important. Like that, we pay so close attention because as I speak to adults and young children now, I always ask them, "What did you always want to do as a child?" And I don't know. I'm like, "Did you say it?
Right.
Did you tell somebody?" Like, what?
What do you
You were just
mean?
merely existing, huh? So I'm
Right.
glad that you are seeing this and having the conversations that they are naturally inclined to do this, that, and the other. So what has River been saying?
River, it changes kind of often, but
That's
it's like,
so
I want to be a
cool.
scientist, or I think I want, and I'm like, yeah, she loves math. And
I love it.
Math was never my thing, okay?
What?
Never my thing. I will write a 20-page paper that will send you under the table.
I'm
I
gonna
would
say
read
this.
books.
When people say math is not my thing, and then yet they have so many things that involve math, which
Ain't it
is
crazy?
everywhere, it's so crazy to me.
It's
I'm
so-
just like, I stay baffled. I'm like, what do you mean? Those spreadsheets and everything is math related.
I told River that I was like, look, you're in 6th grade now. Any homework, math homework that you need help with, we're going to have to ask ChatGPT or phone a friend. Because
Phone a
I
friend.
can't, yes. I failed one class in my life.
Oh my God.
It was trigonometry, I think.
Okay.
Everything else, ace. I gladly went to summer school for a trig class. 'Cause I was
Right.
like, Mama, look. And my parents weren't even mad. This is how good they was just like, all
It
right.
must really be difficult.
Yeah, because I
It was
hate
just a
math.
different way to. Well, for one, when people tell me I'm a math teacher, so when people tell me that they hate it, it means that you had a bad relationship with it somewhere, and
Yeah,
because
probably
of
that
that.
first F.
Yeah, but
I was like, huh?
and because of that, right now you hate math, and math is always like, why I always get the bad rap? Like I ain't done nothing to them. It was just
Yeah.
harder in this
And now
stage. At
there's a
this
new way to
stage,
do
it gets
it.
difficult.
Like 2
First
plus
of all,
2 is not
no,
4.
First of all,
It's like
it is.
1
It's
plus
still
another.
4.
And
No, it's
but you
freaking
got to
still
take
4.
so many steps to get there.
You
And
don't.
this is where
You don't. I hate when they insist on telling
and they
you
insist.
they have.
River's teacher told us, tell your parents to stop helping y'all. And I'm like, well, lady,
Well,
if
where is
you
she
taught
supposed to
them
come?
right, then I wouldn't.
I agree. As a teacher, I would tell my students, and I'm going to say it on here. I would tell my students, just get the answer. And I actually, now I do care how you got the answer. You show me the
Yeah, as long
steps.
as you can show
the
me how
most
you got
important, yes, the most
But
important
they
skill
have new
is the
steps
problem solving.
that they have to take to get there. And I just,
Yeah, I don't
can't-
like that adding to
Yeah,
subtract
I
myself.
can't do it.
No,
I can't
that's
do
a,
it.
well,
But
it's
I
one
will
of the
help
reasons
her
I'm
write
not
a
in the
paper,
class.
though. Like,
It's one of the reasons I'm not in the classroom anymore either. Is because you mean the way I learned, I'm not supposed to teach it.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to relearn something every few years because you decide, no, we're not doing that. So I understand, most definitely. But you're still on the right track as as parenting the way you are and everything. And I'm so proud of you. I wanted to say that too.
Thank you.
No, for real. It's no easy feat just raising amazing children and supporting, someone who is in the limelight all the time. That could be difficult in itself, that people are just, oh, you just left and forgotten. I don't need you to tell me my narrative. Man,
Right.
don't try to tell me that I'm left or I'm forgotten or anything. I got this well-oiled machine running.
It works
So,
very
yeah.
well. Rodney would take me everywhere he goes if he could. But I have to remind him sometimes that I have 3 kids
my
at
God,
home. So I
right.
cannot travel the world with you.
And then on top of it, because I know that sometimes it's more difficult to leave than it is to stay. Because now you got to say, okay, now
Thank you for
this
saying
is
that because,
Been
Rodney,
there.
going somewhere for me, I have to pack for 4 people.
Ooh.
So I think last year we went, or was it this year? We went to Sweden for a week.
You're right.
I had to pack for 3 kids. I have these day of the week bags, Monday closed, Tuesday closed. This was during the school year. So I got to pack for 3 kids. I got to pack for myself. I got to pack for Rodney.
Oh, right.
'Cause, you know,
Truth be told, sir.
you know, so it's just,
He like, what? I
yes.
got my.
Sometimes it's more stressful to go, but I do love an airplane. I have
Right.
always loved to get on the airplane
Oh,
and
that's
go.
awesome.
Yeah.
And that's good.
I had a doctor's appointment last week, and she was like, "Do you want to know the sex of the baby?" And I said, "No, I'd like to know if I can still fly." That's what I. That's what I want to know. Can I still get on an
Right.
airplane? So
Girl.
yeah, I love to go.
That's the truth. Good. And that is awesome. And so your children very soon will be able to take flights with you all and everything.
Yeah.
When
Rodney has
school is
taken
out.
each one with him.
Really?
Yeah, except for the baby. We haven't taken Ryder yet. She's 5. It's about her turn. But he's taken River. I think he did a show with Yolanda. He took
That is
Rylan.
so
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He flew
amazing.
in first class. And so this
I
is
know that's right. Well, they never gonna want a flat coat.
No,
Who
they're
does
not.
that? What is
I know,
wrong
I'm
with
like,
them?
you messed them up. Now, how we supposed to pay
Who
for
are all
this?
these people? And why we sit so close?
Right. No. River would be like, "Where's the food?"
Oh, baby, that would be me. I'm
Yes,
telling
River would
you.
wanna know,
River's
what
like,
are we
she's
gonna
stepping on
eat?
this plate. Oh, my God.
Funny story. I
That is
actually
so
had a
funny.
dress that I put on for church a few Sundays ago, and Rylan was like, "That looked like an airplane blanket," because she used to look. The little blue blanket they
Yes,
give you in
I
first class
remember.
United.
Yes.
And I was like, that's your last time in first class. Gonna tell me my dress looks like an airplane.
Other people are like, they got blankets on
On
airplane. Like, where has this child been? That's right. Y'all better keep it up and show these children
Yeah,
the world.
keep it up, Rodney. Way to go.
You aren't kidding. So, my darling, thank you so much for joining me and having this conversation, as so many, I think, need to have, like, to sit down and break it down that things are possible. What you're already doing, these are transferable skills, everyone. The things that you may be doing very well in your home, like, it's a business. It already is. You've written a business plan. You have the proposal. All you got to do is just change the name. I'm just saying. Nobody will know. They didn't
Right,
watch
they won't
this.
know.
Girl, they do not know. I will take that proposal, I'm telling you right now, and slap it on there and shop it to so many
Okay.
people real quickly. Child, your whole baby's life will be financed just to go down. Or at least a new truck.
Right.
Some new shoes.
Yes.
Never hurt. So
Never
thank
hurt
you
nobody.
for joining me, friend.
for
It was
having me.
amazing. And I can't wait. Oh, you're going to come back because next is going to be marketing
yes,
that
absolutely.
business, kicking
Once
off
it's
and
a
all that.
tangible business, I will come back
There
and
we
talk
go.
all about it.
There we go. Thank you all so much for joining us once again for another episode of Becoming Serene. And if you've gotten this far and did not subscribe yet, something's the matter. I'm not happy with you. Please subscribe. I'm kidding. Subscribe, like, and share, and make sure that you tune in to watch the very next episode because it's created just for you. And until next time, beautiful, stay serene. Let's say goodbye, Requitta. Bye, everyone. Thank you.